Hi, this is Ms. Stratus. In this video, we're going to look at the stock market project. So first thing you want to do is open up this file. It should be attached to your Google Classroom. And what you want to do is think about companies you're going to want to invest in. Just brainstorm a list, write that list in column A. So I actually have brainstorm a list, and there it is. You may use some of these companies because it's very popular for kids to want to use Apple or Netflix, but you cannot copy my list exactly. You've got to come up with your own list. For this beginning part, I suggest you come up with about 15 companies. Ultimately, you're going to need 10. The reason why I say 15 is because there's a good chance that some of the companies you select are not publicly traded, and you're going to end up having to get rid of them. You need to make sure you end up with 10 good companies. And once you've brainstormed a list, the next thing you want to do is fill out the ticker, equity, shares, and price information. So to do that, there are multiple different websites that you can use. My favorite is actually Yahoo. And then when I go to Yahoo, I click on Finance, which is on the left. You don't have to use Yahoo. The reason why I choose Yahoo is because I like the graphs. The graphs give a lot of information. So the first company on my list is Walmart, as you can see here. So I go to Yahoo. Please avoid the temptation to do your search at the top bar, because that's just going to give you news about the company. What I want to do is get the financial information about the company. I'm talking about how much the stock costs, that kind of stuff. So you want to look on the sidebar until you find a search that says quote lookup. They're always moving this. Sometimes it's on the right, sometimes it's on the left. So just find it. And then inside, you want to type the name of your company. So I typed the word Walmart, but look what happens. 3 different Walmarts showed up. So the second thing you want to do is you want to make sure you select the proper Walmart, the correct one. So you want to look for what's called equity. It's usually off to the right side. You want to see equity, and then you want to look for either New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. So this one is not the Walmart stores because it says index, and this one says index, and this is the only one that says equity. And then after the equity, you want to look for either New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. If it says anything else, you are not allowed to use it for this project, because chances are it's a stock listed in a different country or a different kind of market. We want to just stick to New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ stocks. So this is the proper one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And when I do that, I've got a lot of different information. But the first thing I know is, first I have to determine if I want the stock or not. So what I like to do is I like to look at its graphs. It's defaulted to 1M, which means 1 month. Maybe I want to look at, so you can see it's red. Red usually means it's going down, and green usually means it's going up. And I could ride this line and I could see the different price, how it changes. I'm going to go ahead and change it to a 6-month graph. I'm going to do what's called the blow it up a little bit so I can see it bigger. And you can actually see over the course of 6 months how the stock did. So right here, you'll notice by looking at the side, the prices will fluctuate. That way back in January of 2016, actually, it went back further than I thought. Oh, it's set to 1 year, my apologies. It was at $65. We've had some downs, we've had some ups, and it's currently, as of the recording of this, it's at $69.59. So then you have to decide. We have this project for about a month. Where do you think the stock is going to be a month from now? Do you think it's going to be up, or do you think it's going to be down? To be honest with you, I like to buy stocks when it's down, because that's, you buy low and you sell high, but there's no guarantee it's going to go up. So I can look at this. I could see over the last month it was at $71 and it's gone down to $69. But where do I think it's going to be? If I think it's going to go up, then I need to buy it. If I think it's going to go down, move on, get a different company. Why would you buy a stock that's going down? If you think a month from now it's going to close lower, it means you're losing money. So just for demonstration purposes, we're going to pretend like we're going to go ahead and buy this stock. So to quote unquote buy the stock means to record it into your spreadsheet. And so what I'm going to do is some key information that I need is the ticker. The ticker is the stock mark symbol. Every company has an abbreviation. The abbreviation is located in parentheses. So Walmart's abbreviation is WMT. It's always written in capital letters, or I believe it's always written in capital letters. The second thing you want to do is figure out the market it belongs to. So that's usually under the name. So it's NYSE, which stands for New York Stock Exchange. You are allowed to buy New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. Those are the only two. Sometimes you'll see NASDAQ with two other letters after it, and that's fine. But those are the only two. I happen to know that I'm going to do a cut that Netflix is a NASDAQ company, so I'll just leave it there. As far as shares are concerned, for now, just write 1. We'll change that. The price of the stock is the big hunkin' number, the big bold number that you see. It's $69.50. Did you see it just changed? Because I happen to be recording this when the market is open, so it's live. So it's actually on its way up from yesterday. That's why you see plus, you see it being green. So if I buy it now, I pay $69.58. So I write that down, $69.58. For value, we'll get to that later. So the first part is you want to complete this spreadsheet. You need to list the ticker, the equity, shares as 1 for now, and the price. I'm going to go ahead and handle that down. I only need 1 for now. And the price for 10 companies. When you're done, you're up to row 13. So that's step 1. When you finished with it, watch part 2. Good luck. Oh, actually, one more thing. Sometimes you might have difficulty finding your company. I'm going to give you a little hint. So let's say, for example, you want to invest in Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell, and I want to invest in Taco Bell. And when I came here to do my stock lookup, my quote lookup on here, there it is, quote lookup, and I type in Taco Bell, I don't actually get it. It doesn't come up. But I assure you, Taco Bell is a publicly traded company, and it does actually have a stock. So here's the secret to finding these companies that you might have difficulty getting. So you type in Taco Bell, and I usually like writing the word ticker or ticker symbol or something like that, or stock ticker. And when you do that, you'll see the search. Taco Bell is actually part of the Yum Brands. It's on the New York Stock Exchange, and its ticker is YUM. Maybe you didn't know this, but Taco Bell is actually owned by the same company that owns KFC, Pizza Hut, Long John Silver, A&W, etc., etc. So if you want to invest in Taco Bell, you're also investing in all these companies, you would need to use the symbol YUM, which is Yum Brands. And then that's the Yum Brands right there. And then it's up to you if you want to record it on your spreadsheet as Taco Bell, but you need to make sure that your ticker is YUM and it's New York Stock Exchange. So if you're having difficulty finding a particular company, take the extra step, open up a Google search window, type the name of your company, and either type ticker symbol or stock ticker or something like that. And you'd be surprised that your company might be owned by another company. If after doing that you can't find it, then there's a good chance that your company is not publicly traded. They're a private company, meaning they're not listed in the stock market. Your goal is to come up with 10 good companies, finish at row 13. I ask that you diversify, meaning picking companies from different industries. Don't just do restaurants, don't just do clothing stores, don't just do technology, because usually like if one technology stock goes down, they all go down. So you want to spread your risk by having a mix of the companies. So have fun with this, and I'll see you back for part 2. Bye.